Hey, welcome to the Explainer. We're going to talk about a problem that I'm pretty sure keeps a ton of business owners up at night. It's that feeling, that nagging sense that your sales process is, well, just pure chaos. So today, we're going to break down a solution that's designed to bring a little bit of order back into that world.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Does your sales process feel, well, out of control? Like this tangled mess where you're just constantly putting out fires instead of, actually driving growth? Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it's a feeling a lot of us know all too well, right? You're juggling all these disconnected spreadsheets. You're kind of guessing what your next move should be with a client. And you've got that voice in the back of your head telling you that good leads are just poof, slipping through the cracks. Now, on their own, these are just annoyances. But when you put them all together, that's when you get total chaos. And this right here, this is what we're going to call the sales chaos problem. It's a really simple idea, but it's absolutely critical. When your data is scattered all over the place, well, so are your opportunities. They just get lost in all that noise. Okay, so how do you actually fix it? Well, the mission, and it's a big one, is to make a really fundamental shift. It's about finally moving away from that tangled web of spreadsheets and into a single unified operating system. Something that actually puts you back in the driver's seat. And this is where we can talk about a simpler way forward. The solution we're looking at today is a platform called BRM by Vosh, and it was designed from the ground up to be that exact single operating system we're talking about. So, what exactly is BRM by Vosh? Well, you can think of it as that single source of truth that everyone's always chasing. It's a platform that pulls every single client interaction, every quote, every product, and all your results into one intuitive, centralized place. Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually do that? Let's dig into what's called the core operating flow. Think of this as the engine under the hood that brings all that structure and predictability back into your sales cycle.
Okay, so this life cycle, this is really the heart of the whole system. What's so cool is how it creates this unbroken chain of information. See, it's not just a random list of features, it's a logical process. You start with who you're talking to. That's your client and contact management. Then you track what you're doing, logging every single activity. And from there, that data just naturally flows into your quotes and sales, which, get this, are also connected to your inventory. And here's the magic trick. That last step, the reporting, it all happens automatically. No more scrambling at the end of the month to pull numbers. The insights are just built as you go.
Okay, so you've got this beautiful, clean, connected flow of information. That's great. But what do you actually do with it? Because let's be honest, data by itself isn't the goal, right? The real power comes when you start turning all that data into smart decisions. That's how you go from chaos to clarity and control. This quote from the source material just absolutely nails it. It says, pipeline visibility, disciplined follow-up, and consolidated information remove the chaos from selling. Let's just hang on that for a second. Those three things, visibility, follow-up, and consolidated info, those are the three pillars that change everything. And wow, when you put it side by side like this, the transformation is just stark. I mean, look at this. On one side, you have the old way, total chaos. Scattered information, endless manual calculations, just reacting to things and hoping for the best. And then you have the BRM way. One consolidated workspace, real-time profitability, and disciplined, data-driven decisions. It's literally the difference between flying blind and being in full control. So let's talk about that first big benefit, complete sales visibility. And here's the thing, this isn't just about having pretty dashboards. It's about knowing exactly what to do next. When you can see a little flag that says days since last interaction on a big deal, you know instantly that lead is going cold and you need to jump on it. That's actionable. That's visibility. And benefit number 2, data-driven decision-making. This is about finally moving away from just gut feel. I mean, just imagine this, getting real-time profitability on every single quote before you hit send. You can standardize your pricing so your margins are protected automatically. You know exactly what's in stock so you never overcommit. Now that is powerful. And finally, let's not forget this whole system isn't just about numbers and spreadsheets. It's about people, your team and your clients. You get clear accountability by assigning reps. You can actually measure the health of a client relationship with tags. But honestly, one of the most powerful things here might be analyzing your lost reasons. Instead of just shrugging your shoulders when you lose a deal, you get a clear feedback loop that helps you get better and better over time. So, when you pull this all together, what does it really add up to? It's all about controlling your growth. It's about that journey, moving from the chaos and uncertainty to a real sense of confidence, knowing exactly where you stand and, more importantly, where you're headed. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to grow, it's about sustainable growth. And that happens when you align your whole team with what your customers actually need, and you empower them to make smart, value-driven decisions. That's how you build a business for the long haul, not just for a good quarter. And that really brings us to the final, and I think most important question. So I'll leave you with this to think about for your own business. Once all that chaos is gone, once you have that clarity and control, what could you really build? What becomes possible when your growth is finally, truly under your control?